So it's looking exciting. We're going to have multiple online venues, and at the moment one physical venue, which is District in the Baltic, which has been our home since the beginning. And we're working with those guys closely to make sure if we do anything that is in a live situation with an audience, then we'll be following the guidelines carefully and making sure that distancing and all that is involved, which is obviously really important. But that's still up in the air in terms of the live part. So we know that the online part will be going ahead no matter what.
So it's a multi-arts grassroots festival with loads of collaborations, slightly alternative, slightly more avant-garde, but also kind of first view of new projects.
You go to the Threshold Festival to see your new favourite band or your new favourite artist. That's what people come away really feeling like they've seen somebody that they would probably not have got out to see. And that's the advantage that our artists get as well. But as a Baltic-wide multi-venue festival, we were the first to do it. And that trailblazing was actually tough because one, couldn't get people there. The infrastructure in the area was terrible at the time. There was no street lighting, there was no pavements. It was dodgy, like there was cars getting broken into all the time, and we were there sort of like, come here, it's great, people are arriving at night going like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, some of those warehouses that are fancy bars and cafes at the moment were slightly scary. I do think that as we're coming into summer and 2022, that there's going to be a proper kind of explosion of events, and I just hope we have enough exciting and independent venues left to do things in, because that's actually where my fear is. Like the creative people might have found other things to do in the meantime, or most people have several hats. Other things might have had to take a little bit more priority, but that's going to be amazing to see what's happening. But I'm really worried for the independent venues.
I think creativity finds a way, and I agree with Kaya that when the sort of green light is up, that I believe it could really lead to a sort of creative renaissance for the city, where people have just been sort of in the traps like greyhounds, ready to explode. But I also feel like that the hybrid way won't go away. I think that the creativity of online production is going to really drive things forward because of the low cost of it, because PRS have just sort of brought in sort of new things to make sure that artists are getting remuneration for online stuff. So I think that we'll see this completely new boom of creativity, and that's a good thing. But the venues need to survive, and if the venues don't survive, especially the small venues, with the type of music that we put on, you can't plonk these guys in arenas and academies. They need those small venues. They need rooms above pubs. And it was already a struggle before COVID, and now it's going to be even more so. This news that Wetherspoons are buying up small pubs and stuff like that is really worrying. So support your local venues, get out as soon as you can, and just get in there and just make sure you give them the support that they need, because that's where the creativity really flourishes.
Right, so we tend to be an umbrella festival, speaking with loads of different independent and alternative promoters, getting their favorite artists and favorite also performers. We do multi-art, so we do visual art and performance art and burlesque and all sorts of things, and we kind of curate all of this together with everybody's individual favorites to share audiences. So that's exciting. So you get to meet your new favorite artist.
The 9th and 10th of April, and we're gonna really have so much content on there. It'll be like being at a festival, but in your own home. But also, because we are known for this, it's fancy dress too.